All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between 15 Sway and Soin. This game taking place here on, Tyrannus Stand. On the top left-hand side of the map, we have the young, not so young anymore, 15 Sway spawning as the red human. Meanwhile, on the bottom right-hand side of the map, we have Soin spawning as the blue orc. Orc versus human in a 1v1 matchup, tale as old as Warcraft at itself, as we will be going into this game here. All right, no, accidental zoom-ins may happen from time to time, but this is this is a net ease match, and because it is a net ease match, it also means that I can zoom out up to this far without having to worry about anything else. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this matchup here. What type of hero are we expecting to see? Shadow Hunter is a possibility here on Terranistan, but Blade Master of Farseer by far the number one and number two choices. Terranistan does allow for Shadow Hunter because of that lightning shield trick, but considering that there is an observer and excuse me. Considering that there is an observer and this is playing on a net ease, much easier to believe that this is actually being played for some sort of tournament reason, and hence, going for the tried and true non-crazy shenanigans of a Farseer first. Still no Orc Burrow, and we don't see a War Mill as of yet. And this is really where, different regions have different metas and different playstyles. I would have expected to see a War Mill much earlier, before that second Orc Burrow, or maybe a faster tech to tier 2 with that Voodoo Lounge being established much earlier. We're not going to be seeing that. Instead, we're going to be seeing a Farseer with a lone grunt creeping out with some Spirit Wolves. There may be enough here to perhaps try and lightning creep out this creep camp. Here as well, Farseer perhaps going to be standing amongst all these units. There's the engagement. There's that lightning. Oh no, no lightning. Oh no, lightning shield. Oh, this may have been a bit of a mistake by Soin not getting the lightning shield, and then now in this scenario, finally getting the lightning shield here. The Farseer could, or the Forceful Shadow Priest could actually abolish magic that Farseer's lightning shield, and actually surround him in a situation where he's not dealing a lot of damage. All right, so Soin taking a little bit longer to get that lightning shield to engage, now backing away, trying to rack up that damage here, finishing off the rogue wizards. If that forest troll shadow priest had actually gotten off that abolished magic on that Farseer, removing that lightning shield, I believe Soin would actually be in a much worse off position. But then, that would have been a genius level play, recognizing the situation right then and there with all of your nerves and tensions. I don't know if 15 Sway does watch my analysis and can understand my analysis, and maybe like kind of the olden days of quote unquote watching film in order to get better. All right, interesting choice by 15 Suedo to go for Bash over Thunderclap. Normally, players would go for Thunderclap as that second ability, and then, try and use a Blood Mage or an Archmage. And when I say normally, I do say I guess it's more of a much more Western style of play, where you have the Mountain King's Thunderclap going up against the Tauren Chieftain's Stomp. It is a little bit of it is a little bit of a comparison to see which one actually is more effective. The thunderclap dealing more damage, the stomp stunning and taking and perhaps being able to lock out more units. Six of one, half a dozen of the others, so to speak, style of play. Soin does pick up some or summon up some new spirit wolves there. It does have a clarity potion already, rearranging his items. Meanwhile, Mountain King, 15 Sway, actually being confined inside his base a little bit. We do see a potion of greater mana on that Mountain King as well, and we do know that he has level 2 Stormbolt, which could translate to a lot of death just in time after a SC2 cast. I do I do miss some StarCraft and StarCraft 2 occasionally, as we're looking at a quick Stormbolt right there, and Soin is going to perhaps be losing this last Forest Troll Berserker. Scroll of Speed not going to be working. Forest Troll Shadow Priest getting taken down, as well as the Mountain King has his eyes set on some additional targets. All right, we could be looking at another Stormbolt there. No, there's a Bash follow-up bolt. Are we going to see a deny? Yes, we are. Mountain King unable to get that final blow off there, as we're going to see a Forest Troll Shadow Priest getting taken down. That additional Bash actually working against 15 Sway there, as it did a little bit more damage, allowing the Farseers, one auto attack to deal that last blow. It's true what you said, that most of the time Death Ball versus Death Ball. It is. I really enjoy Brood War. Watching what Artosis cast some Brood War, and I'm also watching Diggity casting some of the lower level leagues as well. I don't know if you guys know if Diggity is a familiar name to any of you guys. Perhaps an old school StarCraft Brood War watcher and player as myself. Got to be. I think he's the same age as me, so no big surprises there. And well, just a lot of great games. Unfortunately, a lot of the lower levels is a lot of PvP, so it's just like a zealot positioning and dragoon timing, and it's almost 15 sway is human. So um, I look at that and I recognize it as 15 sway. Yeah. No, a bit off to the races here. Farseer of Soin able to dodge for a little bit, but did have a clarity potion, taking a little bit of damage now from those footmen. Mountain King with that ring of regeneration, really just shrugging off any of the damage that the Spirit Wolves are dealing. As the Mountain King now continues to run around here, it sounds like another clarity potion and healing salve was used once more, and Soin is just buying himself time. Back at home, are we going into Bestiary with Wind Riders? We are. And, well, Bestiary with Wind Riders is actually very difficult to deal with. There goes another a wolf there. Forest Troll Shadow Priest going to try to do a little bit more healing. Blacksmith just now coming online. And do we have enough towers to actually try and protect? That is the downside of going for Mountain King first in this matchup here. We are going into a guard tower here as well. Are we getting mace or improved lumber harvesting? No masonry upgrade. Stormbolt onto the Farseer, trying to get a surround here, and does end up landing the surround. This could be a big deal indeed. Mountain King perhaps going to try and get one more Stormbolt. Does get the Stormbolt off, but a potion of healing was used as well. All right, great exchange going back and forth. Meanwhile, we're looking at a Wind Riders looking to join in on the battle, maybe able to pick off a couple of these footmen who are just somewhat caught outside, away from any air support and air coverage. All right, going to try and retreat back in. Forest Troll Shadow Priest should be actually looking to do some healing as well, as we see the Blacksmith about to come online. Riflemen are definitely in order from 15 sway. Soin, well, catching a lucky break, finding a footman there, and now getting up to level 3 on the Farseer. We still don't see a second hero yet, even though we are at Fortress. All right, my head is, well, processing this information here. And Soin actually deciding to throw a bit of a curveball here in terms of the strategy. Normally, human or orc players stay at tier 2 a little bit longer, but instead what we're seeing here is a fast expansion attempt with the harassment of these Wind Riders. And this is all going to be off of tier 3. I believe 15 Sway, he may know about it already. And with that, if he does know about it, he should be wondering what exactly his opponent is doing as well. Clarity Potion also being picked up and used. Scroll of Speed being used once more. No secondary hero as of yet. Wind Riders, I would have thought, would have tried to put a little bit more pressure here, but the Mountain King and double Forest Troll Berserker, that Stormbolt, and then the double Troll Berserkers would perhaps be able to get far too much damage in here. All right, so Farseer actually opting to do a little bit of creeping away from home, try to get to level 4 with that 30% boost, since he is a solo hero, and now getting up to level 4 for level 2 Chain Lightning. All right, meanwhile, Mountain King is also creeping. No, he is no longer getting that bonus. He is getting up a Blood Mage behind this. So Farsi are going to be able to get to level 4, maybe even level 5 here. Even though you must feel very tired sometimes, please keep up the good work. We highly appreciate. Thanks for the kind words, Equinox. That is Yeah, I do feel very tired at times, and I often wonder, I often wonder if it's really worth it. And to be honest, with the views being where they're at, it's tough. It's tough. Alright, Farseer does pick up a healing ward here. Gonna go ahead and heal up. Meanwhile, Mountain King quickly spots this expansion. Mountain King perhaps gonna try to go after. And this is a situation where if 15 Sway had Thunderclap, you better believe that he would have gone inside, Thunderclapped all those units, and perhaps been able to take a fair amount of them out. Soin now already clearing out the remainder of the creep camp here. Gonna use that Scroll of Town Portal to head back in, perhaps try and focus down some of those footmen. And here we are going into a straight up engagement, grabbing a Goblin Shredder for a little bit of bonus damage, and also using that Scroll of the Beast. Farseer could be in a little bit of trouble, absorbing quite a bit of damage, but the Goblin Shredder is really working quite a bit of a storm here, as the Farseer does have Ring of Regeneration himself and was able to heal up quite a bit as well. All right, we're looking at a couple. Oh, well, come on, one more shot on that Rifleman. Rifleman getting taken down once more as the Spirit Wolves are going to town across all of those units. Farseer now making a play back here. We do see Great Hall is, well, still operational. Mountain King getting in a bit of damage onto that Goblin Shredder with a couple of bashes here. Now trying to finish off some of these wolves here. Spirit Wolf could end up getting taken down, as they are very difficult to spot and take out while they are moving and attacking. One more critical strike. Nope, going to go ahead and resummon those wolves, as the Farseer is going to heal back up alongside all of these Wind Riders. All right, a little bit of an engagement here. Footman trying to go to town. Shadow Wolves looking to perhaps, one flying machine enough to spot and remove much of that advantage from those units, as the Farseer now backs away. Farseer sitting at level 6 now. Is going to go for level 3 Chain Lightning. Yes, it does. Bouncing around rather nicely and saying, you know what? If you go after my Farseer and only my Farseer, I'll just go after your entire army. And that's what we're looking at right here. Mountain King once again getting storm bolted, but it looks as though, are we getting Envenom Spears? No, we are not. With this much high investment, we should really be getting some Envenom Spears. The units really be. Oh no, there is Envenom Spears. All right, Mountain King Stormbolt once more, as the flying machine gets taken down again. Footman getting taken out easily here, as we're looking at damage getting added up once more, trying to add in a little bit of that damage over time. Stormbolt coming back across two very low hit point footmen, just buying time right there. More Mountain King slowage as well, as we're going to be seeing one footman getting taken out, and perhaps another footman going to get taken out. One footman getting, denied by his own friend. All right, Burrow getting trained up once more. Mountain King Footman now trying to retreat back. There was trying to be another denial, did not work. Level 6 solo Farseer going up against a level 4 Mountain King and a level 1 Blood Mage. The downside is currently Soin doesn't look like he has any plans for a second hero. And if we see a level 5 Mountain King and a level 3 Blood Mage, that may actually be able to outclass and control this Farseer, who's currently at level 6, back into level 7. So far, so good. Soin has no backup plan, though. Yeah, that is true. He doesn't have a plan for when the Mountain King gets to level 5. Level 5 means that the Mountain King is going to be able to just get in that much more damage with those Stormbolts. Rough Rifleman turning back around. Flying Machine's going to engage. Stormbolt finish, or trying to stun down here, as the Flying Machine's getting blasted down by Troll Bat Riders. I don't know if you can actually win an engagement like that constantly, as the Blood Mage could be in a little bit of trouble, needing to back up. 51 supply compared to 50. Mountain King going to go after that target. Farseer taking a couple of bashes as well, as it is trying to retreat. Chain Lightning bouncing around once more, as we're looking at, the Farseer down here getting bashed up again. Wand of Mana Stealing may be all that you need to get down another Stormbolt. Is it going to be enough? No Stormbolt. The timing is just not working out right there, as the Farseer able to heal up once again. Ring of Regeneration doing a lot of work in this matchup. Stormbolt of Mountain King finding a Wind Rider there very easily. Rifle Gyro will own his army over in no time. Yeah, it has to reach critical mass right now, and that is the issue. More flying machines are coming across, more priests, more riflemen, and this is all from 15 sways. 15 sways, 2 base, 2 economy, as the main bases now have about, 7 minutes of mining left. All right, Mountain King should not be in this fight here, as the Blood Mage does want to get up to level 3. Mountain King backing away, and just letting the Blood Mage siphon more mana might actually be the better call, as we see Gloves of Haste perhaps going to be picked up by that Blood Mage. All right, back down to the south here. Another apprentice or rogue wizard does have mana that could be taken and given to that Mountain King. Mountain King sitting at 230 mana so far. Meanwhile, Wind Rider's going to town here, and here's Earthquake. All right, level 7 Earthquake is actually the game changer here, and this was perhaps not what 15 Sway was expecting. Farseer now quickly using the Scroll of Town Portal to get away, does trade an expansion for a good portion of his army, and that expansion will have to be rebuilt. Loss of mining time is key as well, as the Mountain King now makes its way back. I get here and I get Earthquake. Nice, yeah. All right, great call right there. Farseer, once more, Ring of Regeneration at work. Flying Machines looking for those targets. And it's a perfect counter to the Farseer's Chain Lightning since, oh, beautiful splits right there once more. Unit Mountain King perhaps going to try and land a Stormbolt onto some of those units. Units could turn around. Flying Machines getting in some of that flak cannon damage, as we're looking at, well, Bat Rider getting taken down by Flying Machines still consistently. All right, Orc Burrow, are we just going to see this base getting taken down fairly fast? It looks as that's going to be the case here. Orc Burrow just fighting back here, and Soin saying, you know what? Okay, fine. I will trade expansions again. That's no real problem. I still have enough for an earthquake, and I can do it again. All right, so if he actually earthquakes again right here? No, he's not going to earthquake. Quick scroll of staff of teleportation coming back across. Stormbolt onto the Farseer, trying to take down this one tower here. Farseer getting bashed as well, as the Farseer now trying to make its way back off to the north here. Guard tower easily going to get taken down. Meanwhile, the expansion down to the south here, well, still up and running because it's only taking magic and piercing damage. Not very effective at taking down those buildings. Chain Lightning finding those targets, and well, first taking down the expansion and now going after all of those workers pretty easily. Stormbolt finds another sub 300 hit point unit, as Troll Bat Riders are finally able to exchange with the Wind Rider itself. All right, Soin's expansion finally removed here. Level 7 Farseer, Mountain King engaging back and forth. There goes another Stormbolt. There is a mana stealing, as the Farseer does have a potion of lesser invulnerability, gets up to level 8 now, and also has a potion of mana. What is going down here? For 34 supply for Soin compared to 54 by 15 Sway. And as cute as some of the play is that the Farseer is able to execute, it's still not going to work out well, as the Mountain King and the army of the Blood Mage able to work together very effectively. Great foresight by 15 Sway to get that staff of teleportation, and then, well, being able to easily, well, shoo away a level 7 Farseer just with a level 5 Mountain King. And that Ring of Regeneration, really worth its weight so far. Great plays overall, as we're looking at the Farseer retreating back home, looking to see what they are going to be trying to do next. All right, Mountain King off to the north here, cleaning up some things. Claws of Attack +5. Farseer making its round back off to the north here. Where is it going to try and go? Where is it going to be positioning or, well, transitioning into, as he goes back into the same strategy once more? All right, it looks as though it's a possibility, trying to finish off some of those Wind Riders, finds them and takes them, or trying to take down those units. Troll Bat Rider finds and gets stunned right there. No repairs possible, as the guard tower, arcane tower, up just in time. Farseer is sitting at level 8, does have Farsight, as we're looking at long distance mining now. Long distance mining, this mine is still operational on both sides. And, well, this little bit of rebuilding may be all 15 Sway needs. He has a bit of an advantage, and as long as he can press it, well, at level 5, level 3 Mountain King is a bit more scary than a level 8 Farseer, as we are going into a tiny Great Hall. All right, tiny Great Hall rebuilding the expansion here. No fortified armor, and no guard towers. Goblin Shredder actually taking quite a bit of damage, but I think Soin is not going to be able to survive here. Icing death. Thank you for the follow. Mountain King getting ready to engage. Farseer is here. Stormbolt. Nope, no Stormbolt onto that Farseer as of yet. Just finding a Stormbolt onto that Wind Rider there. Mountain King surprisingly doesn't have an Orb of Fire, but then again, never got to Castle. Otherwise, the Mountain King would have been able to easily deal with those Wind Riders. All right, a quick banish there. Very, very slow moving indeed as the Stormbolt, the no potion of invulnerability used right in time right there. Chain Lightning finding those targets pretty easily as the Shadow Wolves are trying to go after those Riflemen. Mountain King does get up to level 6. There's another bash right there. Are we perhaps going to be looking at a banish? As well as the Farseer, well, takes a Spolt in the back as it still has plenty of mana to go. Farseer able to get off another Chain Lightning, able to start to pick off those backline units as the Farseer is still trying to run away. And there's another banish. There's a Siphon Mana. There's a Stormbolt. And that bolt did so much damage. The final hit from the Blood Mage, finishing it off. And there is the good game. An absolutely entertaining match between 15 Sway and Soin. Soin off to a bit of a rough start with that creeping, but it was really an interesting new style of Orca that we saw. Fast tech to tier 3, and then clearing up the expansion and using a tiny Great Hall to get that expansion up and running. The only questionable decision was not going for a Tauren Chieftain or going for a secondary support hero, a Shadow Hunter with Hex, Tauren Chieftain with Stomp. Those both could have worked out very well together. Or even transitioning into Raiders and Tauren Chieftain just seemed, oh, thank you, PJ Nom Nom Nom. Yeah, it just seemed like it would have been the much better plan. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something. Stay tuned for more WarCraft 3.